Okay.
Go ahead, please.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I got you, yeah. Yeah, I think so. We do a pretty good job today. I'm super happy, you know. It wasn't easy out there. Man, it was crazy, but like Coach always says, you just have to find a way to win, you know. I think so that's what we did. Like, feel like all of our guys help, you know. Like, in the court, out the bench, you know, everybody was supportive. I think so that's one of the biggest things of our team, you know. We're super supportive, and we just want each other to win, you know. Yeah. Any question?
Coach, is there a reason you closed it down and Rudy?
That was good.
That was nice.
Yeah.
Was
How
good.
good is he?
Love for
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Is there a reason you closed it down and not Rudy? You know, we saw Rudy didn't finish the game out.
Yeah, just in that moment, Dallin was kind of, just because of the feel of the game, Dallin was just kind of helping us make a little bit of sense on the offense. And we struggled offensively the whole night, and most of that's on me. But Dallin was kind of just had a pace about him. It was that was helping us like actually feel like we were in familiar spaces, even when we had some opportunities where we missed. Like we had a great short roll to Foose, and he there was some contact, and they called a travel. But it was still the right play. It made sense. It was kind of familiar to us and felt good. And so, you know, he's feeling good. We kind of ran with him down the stretch. We got a lot of confidence in every player on this roster. There will be times when Richie finishes games. There will be times when Trey Stewart, of course, is going to finish games for us. We're really fortunate to have a bunch of guys that we can turn to kind of when the game is fitting their feel in the moment a little bit. I thought Dallin did a tremendous job tonight.
Why do you say that the struggles on offense were on you?
Well, we're kind of, I've talked to you guys about, we're kind of this high ceiling, low floor right now, and we were a little bit dwelling on the floor a little bit today in terms of our ball movement. And that's with the more freedom that you give, the more chances you get stuck a little bit. These guys, you're not telling guys exactly what to do, exactly how to do it, and exactly when to do it. And so it's going to be a learning process for us, but we're committed to it. You know, in the second half, I went to some play calling, and I'm fighting myself the whole time because that's my native instincts. I want to control the game, and I'm not going to do it this year. We're going to be better than that. So we'll pick and choose our spots and figure it out. But we have really talented players, and we're going to have an increasingly good field. And a lot of credit to Idaho State. I thought their defensive game plan was great. They have some physicality. They're really, really long. You know, they're 6'9", 6'9", 10, and 6'9", 6'9", super mobile. And so it was all those things put together.
That play you ran for Spence at the end looks suspiciously like something you ran for Alex last year.
Yeah.
What tell us about that sequence?
Well, we were actually looking for the back door. I thought, we had turned the ball over on a similar action to Dallin, kind of getting it back to the point guard. They did a nice job reading the gap and overplaying. So we were kind of looking for the back door. I thought we might bait him into it. We didn't get it, and so the outlet is just to go to a rifle. It was actually interesting because Spence had the option. Spence could have gone to Foose, play a rifle game, and gone corner split for Dallin, but Spence was like, no, I got it. So he went and made the rifle play himself and made a big-time shot. And, the Spencer Johnson story is super special. Like, it's like in my heart for him right now, the way the karma of the game speaks. So I'm glad he did. And, he's earned that right. I mean, he's been working for that moment for a long time. So I'm super happy for him.
What was your view of that final three by Spencer?
It was just crazy, Like, we need it, Like, you can see everybody just need it, and it's just was just willing to take and make us win, That's one of the best things ever,
Coach, what is this kind of win, especially the way that you guys grinded it out down the stretch? The Spence three, Fousseyni made a few free throws down the stretch, and all that kind of stuff.
Huge free throws.
Let's go.
Were you guys doubting that at any moment? Were you doubting who's going to make both those free throws?
We're not allowed to say.
Come on, we're family in here. We will not tell anybody. Okay, keep going. It was big free throws.
Let's go.
Fousseyni at the line since his sophomore year.
Here we go.
Sophomore year or two. What do you think it says about just the way that you guys grinded out this game, that how much maybe fight and grit is in this team, providing a tough offensive night?
Yeah, we have obviously we got so much going to do. We know that walking into this season. Like we have like I said, I believe this team's ceiling is really, really high, and we have a long way to go to get there. And so the opportunity to actually win a game where there's so many lessons for us to cull from this game, and in some ways it really exposed some of the things that we can really dial into and really make a fix. And maybe it actually made some believers out of our guys about like, oh, wow, we really do need to fix A, B, and C. And so, and the fact that we get to do that with a win where you wake up in the morning, you feel kind of good about it, and you can approach it positively rather than approach it where you just feel like you're, just bearing the weight of the world is a gift. So we're super grateful for that.
What's your assessment of the low assists and the high turnovers?
Yeah, I'm super disappointed. A lot of it was, Idaho State was switching, 1 through 4, and they were really in the gaps, and they did a nice job there. I felt like we were. There were a couple of things that were super interesting. We were really, really aggressive trying to earn power plays for our teammates. But we were kind of trying to do it by ourselves before any ball movement. And then, interestingly enough, we did a lot. And what you felt was you felt everybody else stationary. And that's just not – it will never work that way. And that hasn't been us. You saw a couple plays, for example, at the very end of the first half. We finally got a layup where it was just Foose demanded a power play, and instead of everybody just standing spaced on the perimeter, Spence just made a cut and got a wide open layup because we cut the blind defender. That's actually what we do. We've been super successful doing it against, some solid, against ourselves and against a really solid team in a scrimmage and other places. We just weren't feeling that tonight, and so those are all places where we are better than we played tonight, and that's not taking any credit away from Idaho State. And we just were a little stagnant that way. It's first game in front of a crowd, first game with all these guys, it was first to so many things. At one point, Rudy came to a timeout, and he was yelling at the guys, like, it's so loud in here, I can't hear anything. We're trying to make a defensive play call. And so there's just a lot of new, right? And, it's also super weird. Like, it's really weird, guys. I don't know if it's ever happened in the history of college basketball where before your season opener, you're off, right? But we were, and that's weird too. Like, there's just a lot of weird to it. And so this team we're better than we showed tonight. Idaho State has a lot of credit to them for making us not as good as we are tonight, and we got a lot of growing to do. How about that for a long answer? Yeah, Foose is about to fall asleep over there. Somebody ask Foose a question, please.
Yeah, Foose, with how much was on that court that was new for this team, was there ever any doubt, or did you always still maintain that confidence you guys are going to pull it out?
Oh, yeah. Like, for sure, I believe my team, and I believe this program. I know at the end of the day, I know we're always going to win, We just have to fight through it. Yeah.
What can this moment, you think, learning opportunity in game one kind of do for you guys going forward, you think?
Yeah, like you said, I think so we struggle a lot today, but did I answer the question? Because I feel like we always pull up, we come and talk to each other, just keep going. Like Gideon George in the huddle up, he's always said let's go. It's no game yet, let's just keep playing. I think so that helped us team a lot, He's a great leader, Gideon. He's helping us a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Fousse, aimez-vous la performance des équipes ce soir?
Hey.
What?
Aimez-vous la performance des équipes?
Oui, j'aime très bien, oui.
Merci.
Is there any reason why Atiki played only 10 minutes?
It was a little bit of a rough night for Tiki. It was a couple turnover issues early on. There's a couple ball screen defenses. He is so solid right now. There's a couple times where he wasn't first things first. We're in a blue package all night long, where he kind of was so anxious to recover to his guy that he let guys get down to the rim. It just wasn't his best night. He's growing so much, so fast, and he's gonna have a spectacular year. So this is just a little blip on the radar. He'll play more, and he'll play much more compelling minutes for us too.
Two more questions. Coach Cobley used to play for you guys tonight. You guys held him to 0 for 4 shooting, only had 5 rebounds.
Mm-hmm.
Was there any game plan for him specifically?
Well, yeah, I mean, listen, Kobe's really good, and he's going to be a foundation of this team. It wasn't a great night for him. A lot of credit for that goes to Fousseyni and the other guys. Kobe is one of the best human beings you will ever meet in your life. Him and his wife is equally as incredible. Kayla's so fantastic. They're a great couple, and he's going to have a really special year. You know, he almost walked out of here with a win in the first game of the season, which I know would have been really special to him. But you know, I hope Kobe felt it. You know, when he was announced, you know, The Rock, you gave him a big standing ovation. He was such a huge part of what we did here when we first got here, and I love him. I think he's a really special person, and I think he's gonna have a great career. So, you know, probably not his perfect night, but he's gonna have a great year this year.
Mark, it's a busy week for you guys in college basketball with signing day on Wednesday and then San Diego State on Friday. I know with recruiting you can't get into names, but do you expect to have any signings coming up on Wednesday, and then also your thoughts on San Diego State?
Yeah, we'll see about Wednesday. It's not a long list, but we'll see how that goes. And then the San Diego State team is one of the top teams in the country. And, you know, and not only one of the top teams in the country, but we get to go play in that gym, which is a really special place. And what's been a really incredible rivalry for both teams since long before I was here. And it's continued to be a really special game for us since I've been here. So, you know, we're going to have our hands full. We're going to see a different animal on Friday. The San Diego State team is really good. They're really explosive. They really guard. This Mensa is he ever going to leave? I mean, my gosh, how many times do I have to coach against this cat? He's really special, and they got a great team. So, and Dutch does an incredible job. So it's going to be fun. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hey, let me just chronicle this. It's a good time to tell the Spencer Johnson story. So you think about this deal, and I said this a couple times already tonight, but Spencer Johnson has a really tough 3 months at Weber and a really disappointing 4 months at Utah Valley. His coach abandons him at Utah Valley. He has the courage to go to Salt Lake Community College for a year, which takes a ton of courage to step away from Division I and go do that. And then he ends up, plays great and ends up back here at BYU and plays tremendous basketball for 2 years and doesn't get a start one time, which probably wasn't really fair with the way he played. And you just think about all of that, and he just kept going straight ahead every single day. It's a really special story. And then he gets his first start. And you talk about being ready for your first start. Like, it's just super cool. Like, it's the best thing in sports. So I'm super happy for Spence, and it's a beautiful story. So thank you guys for telling it.
Have you had a conversation with Spencer since in the locker room at all?
Yeah, we talked about it in there. It just is. I'm just happy for him. This is the way sports is supposed to work. When you stay with it this long, it's exactly how it's supposed to work. It did tonight. So thank you guys. Thanks for being here.
Spencer's first start,